Baby, this story has been all over the place, but Robert is definitely making a scene. And he's making fun of himself. He's showing his true colors. He's showing how he really don't care. And pay attention to the bottom of this video. It says God did it. Pray for me and my family. When Brian already said he don't believe in God. But now he's using Domestic Violence Awareness Month and talking to these women and having these women come and tell their stories to plead his innocence. And it's crazy. Let me know how y'all feel. If y'all haven't seen the first, second, or the third video, please go watch. Because this story is crazy. And after I play the video, I will be reading the comments. Because, baby, they was on him. They was on him in the comments. And let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation in the comment section because, like I said, it's crazy. Who do you believe? Do you believe anyone? Do you believe the whole situation is messed up like me? Let me know, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yo, bro. Now that you're here, Queen, what's your name?
Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine. Have you ever experienced any type of mental abuse, physical abuse, or verbal abuse in any relationship? And if so, give me a story. Like, tell me one of the situations. Go with the worst thing that may have happened for you.
So I was younger, but I have experienced it multiple times. And it started out when I was younger. Didn't have a dad, so looking and seeking for things. And it was a guy. It was like from seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know, it was, abuse. Well, I knew it was abuse, but not seeing what healthy relationships is, then
Mm-hmm.
I did I stayed, and then as I got older, 12th grade year, it was like this can't be right or whatever. So after that, I started fighting back, and
So
when I
what
say
type of
fight back,
abuse? What type of
he
abuse
was
was he giving you?
he was physically abusive, he was mentally abusive, and he was verbally abusive.
Okay, so with the physical abuse aspect, what was he like? What did he do to you? Like,
He would punch me, he would choke
ooh,
me.
ooh,
Yeah, and this was young, we young, so
yeah,
and then it would be in areas where you can't see it, you
yeah.
know. So I'm guessing this wasn't his first time. So yeah, he did it, so it wasn't seen. And one time, like he tried to rape me multiple times, like when I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
want to have sex. So that was that. And one time, it was at my house, and when he tried to do it, I seen something beside me, and I picked it up to hit him with it, and I ran in the house because we had like a back, how a back house, there's a house, and then the main house. So we was like in the back house chilling or whatever, and he tried to do it, and so I ran into the main house to tell my brothers and my cousins them, and they was like, "Oh, he wasn't trying to do this, and he wasn't trying to do that." You know how people just minimize what happened, and I'm like, I was there, like
Yeah, because what
I'm
that
right
be
in
like,
it.
people. Yeah, because what that be like, everybody goes through similar situations, and like you said, I think it's the way you grow up or whatever you might have seen before you. If your parents argue, fussing and fought and things like that, you feel like it's okay. So, on these incidents where he struck you or whatever, what like happened like leading up to it? Like he just come in and just strike you, and or was y'all like having like a maybe a heated debate or what was the case like? Because I've heard of people who actually just walk in and punch somebody for no reason, and to me it's like if that happens, I feel like anybody should just leave that situation alone because that's really crazy. But like two people arguing
Yeah.
or whatever, did you ever like swing at him or was it just or say anything that could trigger anything or did he just hit you for no reason? And I mean, which ain't no reason he should hit you, but what would be the
Right. Right. So it was both ways, and I'm just gonna be honest. It was both ways. I was a
Yeah.
firecracker. Um,
Okay.
so and he was a cheater, and I put up with it and kept putting up with it. So some occasions it would just because, and some occasions it was like, who is her? What you doing? Like you
Mhm.
blatantly doing stuff in front of me, like that's not cool. So it was both.
Okay. See, and I feel like in these situations, to make these situations better, soon as it gets to a point where okay, you might question your dude, or he may question you, then the next thing is anger. Like it's like nobody's listening to each other, and then obviously cheating is gonna bring madness out of anybody. But at the same
Hmm.
time, it's got to be like if you know you don't tolerate cheating, you should just be like, all right, that's it, that's the final straw. I can't do
All
this
right.
no more. Let's just walk away from this. It's just going because you know where it's gonna lead. Like because your heart is involved. You're hurt. Somebody's cheating on you. You're gonna be hurt, and you're gonna want to do something to them or smack them or whatever. And I don't feel like a man should be striking back. Obviously, you're trying to protect yourself in any type of way, hands, whatever. But I just feel like people need to just breathe and think about the situation. And I'm glad you're still
Absolutely.
here. I'm glad it didn't go to nothing worse than
Yeah.
that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've grown and I've learned, and I'm a counselor now, so I can
Okay.
my story and my experiences and stuff I done been through help me help people. And so my ex-husband, I had an ex-husband, and he tried to get abusive, but going through that with that guy, I knew that that wasn't right. I knew that that wasn't what I wanted. And so
Mhm.
we were together like 6 years. We was married 6 years, and he tried because we were going through some stuff, and I told him no, that I didn't feel like having sex and I didn't want to have sex, and he proceeded to try to take it. And at this point, I'm licensed to carry. So I'm like,
Oh man.
you better leave me alone for your family to be wearing your t-shirts. And my brother was there again on this occasion, and he was choking me on the ground and holding me
I'll be
down on the
right
ground,
back.
choking me. And
Yeah.
it was some glasses on my counter, so I picked up the glasses and I hit him with it. And that's when I ran to get my gun, and I said, leave me alone or your family gonna be wearing your t-shirts. And after that, he left me alone, and I made him sleep outside. And after that day, that was it. That was it. I
And let
didn't
me
go
ask you
back.
something. Let me ask you something. As your husband, what would why would you not want to satisfy your partner? Like I know probably
Okay.
was something y'all probably had argued and you was in your feelings. But
No,
let
see
me
what
let me hear.
happened was, see, and that's the point. For me, I'm gonna do anything to whatever it is, whatever you tell me as a man. Like, I need this or I want this. I'm not getting this. I'm gonna do whatever it is that you want, because I don't want you going outside. And
Right.
if you say, okay, well, I want another woman, okay, I'm open to that too, because I'm whatever it is to make you stay with me, and I'm gonna please you in every single way. But if you feel like that's something you want to do or try, okay, we can try and see. Okay, and we're gonna leave it at that. And that's that. If we tried it, we did it. We ain't gonna do it no more. But so for me, I listen, and I do whatever it is that's needed. So it wasn't that, it was he wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. He would come home 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning after being out all night, texting and doing other stuff with other women. And at that point, like you said, I know that's not what I want, so I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You just not gonna get what you used to getting. Go get somewhere else then, because at this point it's over.
Gotcha. So that's the reason why you refused to have sex with him because he has been out
Mm-hmm.
and you knew he was out messing with other people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry you
Yep.
went through that. I feel like when y'all open the door and allow somebody else to come in, these type of things you have to really think through because
Yeah.
some men, if you allow that and you're right there with them and all that, then they don't. Some men don't see it as if they out there. It's like okay, she's cool. In his mind, he's probably thinking she's cool with it because,
Mm-hmm.
and he should always share it with his partner. If you okayed it once, I don't know why he would go behind your back because if you okayed it, And everything you just said, it just seems like you'd be willing to do whatever it takes, as long as you with him. He should have just continued to, hey, well, let's do this time. All right, let's do
Yeah.
this time. As long as y'all doing it together, I feel like that's how it should be. So that's understanding in that situation.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on here sharing your story too, man. I want to see if some more people want to come in.
I appreciate you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Be blessed. Keep your head up.
You too.
All right. I don't know how to
Me neither. Let me
exit this.
see.
Yeah, I don't do this
Let
too
me
often.
see. So if I hit disconnect, will it take me out of here or just off of the screen?
I don't know. You could try it and see what's going on with it. Good morning, Queen. You got a video? You got a camera? She has no camera. And I'm just gonna be inviting people. So if you want to come on here and share your story, you can. Again, we'll be posting this and using the hashtag Domestic Abuse Violence Awareness Month. We'll be using the hashtag. So if you want to come on here and share your story, you don't have to say any names or anything like that. Just share your story.
Coming from Mr. Latruth's account, it says, "Thanks for apologizing and making things right. Although we have chosen to go our separate ways, I could never hold your child back from you. You are everything to and more. I wish you nothing but the best. With love." Brianna. And the people in the comments was not having it. They was like, "Mr. Latruth, you know that came from you. You wrote that. She didn't write that." I feel like it's possible. I mean, sometimes growth, if you're old enough and you're wise enough, you'll apologize even when you're not wrong, because the healing is for you, not for nobody else. So I feel like it's possible that she wrote that. But y'all, let's get back to the whole comments. I'm going to put them up there and y'all can pose it and read it if y'all would like. But yeah, this is crazy.